Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at some brand new Maniology products that were sent to me. They sent over 2 new plates, 3 new polishes, and their brand new Flexi Stamper. I've never seen anything quite like this stamper, so I can't wait to show you what it's all about and do some stamping with all of this new product. And don't forget, I do have a discount code with Maniology, RLite10, and you will get 10% off your order, and you can use that code at any time you want to make a purchase. But for right now, let's see what these little goodies are all about. So in this PR package, Maniology sent me 3 polishes, a new Flexi Stamper, and 2 new plates. So let's take a look at the plates first. This plate is M475 and it's all about the dots. I have been loving dots lately and I was so excited to see that they had this plate, and I can't wait to play around with it. And the other plate they sent was this really pretty plate with different stars and moon and floral French Sip and Dip, M434. And then the 3 polishes I thought were perfect for these plates. They're kind of retro. Frosty B306, which is this pastel turquoise. This color reminds me of those toasters and appliances for the kitchen back in the day. And the next color is a beautiful peach called Nectar B506. And this kind of goes with the theme of the Pantone color of the year. It might be a little bit darker. These swatch really nicely too. And the last one, Deep Space B505. This is a very unique stamping polish, and I can't wait to use it to see stamps because it is a very thin viscosity and a little bit see-through, but I'm excited. Okay, the Flexi Stamper. This is the star of the show. The Flexi Stamper does come with your scraper, and I just want to show you a comparison to is this called the Big Bling from Clear Jelly Stamper on the left? So you can see how much bigger the Maniology Stamper is, and I hope I can explain this and do this stamper justice. So there's a notch right here, and you just twist that clear plastic to the right and then pop it off, and then you can stamp and see where you're stamping. So to put the stamper back onto the blue mechanism, you just find that notch and then you twist to the left. And then you give that bottom section 2 turns, and you can see the center stick that just sort of pushes the stamper up to make it look like a ballooned mushroom. And before you start stamping, you want to make sure that the silicone stamper is down upon that ledge. So just take your thumb and gently push the stamper as far as it can go so the bottom part sits on that ledge, and then that way you will get a normal stamping image. And this is important. If you don't do this, then you're not going to see the difference in size when you're stamping. So now I'm just going to put the top back on, twist it, and we're all ready to go. You can also check out Maniology's YouTube page and search for Flexi Stamper, and they give detailed instructions as well. So I'm taking straight up black and I'm going to stamp onto a white piece of paper, and I'm going to show you how the Flexi Stamper works. So I have it just normally, and this will be the normal or regular size of image. It won't be enlarged, it won't be shrunk. And that's what this Flexi Stamper does. It can enlarge, which I haven't mastered that yet, and it can shrink the image as well. So this is the normal size of the image. Now I'm going to place the stamper back on top, lock it in, make sure that my stamper is all the way down, and then I'm going to twist a couple of rotations on the bottom and move that pedestal in the center up so the stamper balloons. And when you have your Flexi Stamper set like this, you're going to shrink your image. So I'm going to show you the same image and it'll come out smaller. And then the moment of truth, put your image down right beside, and you can see it's about a 20% decrease. Now before I stamp again, I'm going to make sure that my stamper is placed all the way to the ledge, like squish it down to the ledge so I get a proper normal image. And we're going to do the cloud with the rainbows here. And I'm going to try to do, well, I will do the normal image, a shrunken image, and I'm going to try to enlarge the image. So this is the normal sized image. And now I'm going to shrink the image. So I'm going to push that little pedestal up so the stamper balloons at the top. So you pick the image up, take off any extras, and then you can take the clear stamper off and you'll be able to place your image and see where you're placing it. So here you can see that the rainbow and the clouds are a little bit smaller. So it's not like teeny tiny, but definitely you're going to be able to do so much detail with this Flexi Stamper. You don't need a bunch of stampers. This one is actually going to fit all of your needs no matter what size of image you want. So for the enlarged image, you're going to do the same thing where you twist that flexi part up, balloon the silicone stamper out. You're going to pick up your image and you're not going to take the blue part off. You're going to leave it as is. And this is supposed to make the image larger. The only thing is you're going to have a hard time seeing where you're putting your image. So let's see how I do here. Okay, so I need to play around with this obviously, but what I am noticing is that the rainbow and clouds are stretched out from right to left a little bit more. They're not as high up and down. Does that make sense? So yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit more. And yeah, I would really encourage you guys to go and check out Maniology's YouTube, and they are way more detailed with how to explain how to use the Flexi Stamper. So let's create a few designs. So I have BAM white on the tip, and I'm using Nectar along with the Sip and Dip plate, and I'm going to do a combination of normal stamping and shrinking the image as well, along with using the stamping polishes that Maniology sent me in this PR package. This is the first time using the Deep Space stamping polish, and I'm really curious to see how it stamps. And look at that. It is such an incredible image that transfers. I thought because it was a little translucent, it wouldn't transfer that well. Well, there it didn't, because I was just taking my time and the polish dried up a little bit. But overall, I was really impressed with this stamping polish. It exceeded my expectations. I had no idea what I was going to do with these swirly designs, but I actually surprised myself and quite liked how this nail turned out. So I have here Bluebell B509 from Maniology, and we're going to do some dots with the dot plate. Random dots, do something that might look a little retro, something fun, and let's see how this turns out. And every color of stamping polish and all products that I'm using in this video can be found at maniology.com, including the little, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a jewelry grabber, a picker-upper. You grab cotton with it, and I use that to wipe off the stamping polish from the plates, and that way I'm not getting anything on my hands. Well, theoretically, I wouldn't get it on my hands. But this is Carrie we're talking about. I'm going to get messy. It's just a fact. And then applying the last dot and taking a look at this. I absolutely love this. You could use any color and create a totally different look. Now this design, I contemplated just cutting this right out of the video, but I thought, no, I'm going to show you that sometimes designs just don't work out. So what I should have done is use the thinner circles as an outline, not the thicker ones. This ended up turning out to be something like something space age or traffic lights. I don't know. It was weird. It didn't turn out, but I wanted to show it to you anyway. I do like the dots on the side. That's a cool effect. And then for the last step, I'm using the smudge-free top coat, putting a layer down and letting it completely dry. It didn't take that long to dry, maybe 30 to 45 seconds. And I have to say that this top coat is pretty shiny. Gee, that last nail looks like something that should be in a comic book. That's just not, yeah, sorry about that, you guys. Well, that just goes to show you that sometimes we have mental blocks when we're trying to be creative. But let's take a closer look at the designs we quickly did here today. So the green nail here with the moon and the stars, you could use any color, any of the gold metallics, any of the metallic stamping polishes with this stamping plate, and you could create a really nice effect. I wanted to just see how well that color, deep space, picked up on different images, and it worked really, really well. Okay, let's recap this PR package. I love these colors. I'm not one for peach and green, but I don't know, this season and with dots and the peach and the green, you get a really nice retro feel. I love the swirls, the florals. If I had more time, I would have liked to have tried out the floral French for you guys, but I am going to try that out just when I have some time to play around. I do want to do some more designs with both of these plates, but for now we created 5 different designs, super fun, and each stamping polish that I have tried out so far works so incredibly well. I'm very, very impressed with Maniology's stamping polishes, and their plates are very well etched. I don't normally have a hard time picking up any images unless I'm, gawking at the TV or something and not paying attention to what I'm doing and the polish dries. Well, yeah, then you're not going to be able to pick anything up. So all the products I used here today, I will put in the description box below. And don't forget to use my coupon code Auralite10 to get 10% off your purchase. Again, you can use that at any time. And I think that's it for this video. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media, and we will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.